samla ihop mina apparater. Skicka upp dem till slottet. Var försiktigt. Det är dyrbara ting i stan.
Nej, inte nu för tusan. Ikväll.
And we'd like to apologise for the loss of sound during that film.
Surprise!
If you missed company at the Donmar warehouse,
God save the King!
or Richard II at the Royal National Theatre, My Night with Reg at the Royal Court, or Arthur Miller's Broken Glass, you can't afford to miss performance. BBC2's season of West End hits at your house. Starting with Company tomorrow at 8:30 on BBC2.
A late night look at the weekend weather now on BBC2 with John Kettley.
Hello again. Well, there's plenty of cricket going on in different parts of the world, but the rain continues to pose a threat. You can see all the cloud that's affecting New Zealand just at the moment, so there's every chance of some more showers over the next few days. That includes the next match taking place on Tuesday. But you can also see the low pressure, which is really dominating across much of Australasia at the moment. There's low pressure across the north, there's low pressure down to the southwest of New Zealand, and also we've got some showers close by to Perth too. So for many parts there, around the fringes, around the edges of Australia and New Zealand, there will be some more downpours of rain to come. And it's a similar story too across in South Africa, down in Johannesburg in fact, where South Africa are playing Australia at the moment. Again, the rain showers never too far away. There could be some interruptions during the next 4 days of that particular test match, the first test match in the series, of course. Well, you can see all the shaded areas representing the rainfall. You can never, of course, predict exactly there's going to be a shower during the match, but with all that activity around, there's going to be a lot of doubt about how the game's going to progress. Well, back into Europe now, of course, we can see plenty of sunshine for Sunday across many central, southern and western parts of Europe. It's a different story up in the north. We've got the wind and rain sweeping through northwestern parts of Europe. That rain band sweeping right the way across to western Russia, actually, where it does turn to snow in some places. And still got some showers too in the eastern part of the Mediterranean, with low pressure in charge there for the next few days. So more heavy downpours of rain are likely around the eastern Med, really from about Crete eastwards out towards Cyprus and into Egypt as well. But the high pressure further west means a good deal of sunshine coming up. Well, let's look back at the changing fortunes as far as the British Isles are concerned in the early part of 1997. Well, for February it's been quite wet, of course, as we know. Scotland and Northern Ireland, North West England have seen the wettest weather of all. These are the figures, the general figures for England and Wales, and it's been about 38% above the long-term average, although 1995 was actually quite a bit wetter. Now overall, for the winter, December, January and February, it has been drier than normal, largely due to that very dry January when we had the cold easterly winds blowing in. Now as far as temperatures are concerned, it has been, well, really quite mild. Temperature 2.8 degrees above the average just for February. That does indicate really quite high temperatures when you're looking at the averages, the long-term averages. And we're going to keep these mild southwesterly winds blowing for the rest of tonight and indeed through the weekend as well. We'll find weather fronts affecting northwestern parts of Britain in particular. During Sunday we'll find that front moving southwards right the way down across England and Wales. Tonight then, wet and windy sums it up for much of Scotland and for Northern Ireland. Drier further south, but all the while the breeze will be picking up. Temperatures, well, we've seen the minimum temperatures already. The winds are the main feature tonight with gales sweeping in from the west. Most places staying around 4 degrees or in fact rising as time goes by. For Saturday morning, well indeed for much of Saturday, for much of southern Britain it'll be dry and bright, the sunshine turning increasingly milky, but some heavy rain with a risk of flooding across many northwestern parts of Britain. It might brine up for a time in the far north of Scotland and turn less windy, but I wouldn't rely on that because the wind is the theme and temperatures are quite respectable despite that wind. Good night.
And that's it from BBC Two for this evening, but just a reminder that BBC Radios 1, 2 and 5 Live are on the air throughout the night with music, news and information. So on behalf of everyone here on BBC Two, this is Manju Mali wishing you a very good night.